How do you go from super awkward and uncomfortable dancing in social situations to someone who's being mistaken for
The way you move your body, you look like you might be a professional dancer. It's like, whoa!
despite failing all the dance classes? Today, I'm very excited to share with you Charlotte's story and just so you understand what she started from. She used to look like this. And this is her when she joined my online program, when we were able to build her skills and the confidence for dancing in front of others. Now she looks like this. I will break down the entire strategy in this video so you can learn as well. But before we dive into her incredible story, if you're ready to go from awkward, uncomfortable dancing when others are watching at any party, any social event, to someone who is looking forward to be seen by others, I want to invite you to book a complimentary one-on-one call with me on Zoom, where I'm going to be able to break down the entire strategy and how it applies to you. And let's see if we can get you dancing in my online program so that you can have a transformation like this yourself. Over the past 20 years, I've helped over 6,000 people go from the sidelines to the dance floor successfully, but Charlotte's story is one of my favorite ones because she reminds me so much of myself when I started. So just so you understand her story a little bit more, she was very, very self-conscious whenever there was a party and she knew that she's expected to dance, yet she didn't like how she looked dancing. She knew that she had no skills, she knew that she looked stiff. Dancing was not enjoyable activity for her, so she would avoid it at all costs, which is kind of hard to do when you're in your 20s.
Just completely frozen and completely obsessed with how bad I looked and how I just couldn't relax and felt like everyone was watching me.
She tried multiple different things to fix it, multiple different dance classes. She focused on salsa, she took Zumba classes, she tried many different dance styles. Every time she would go to class, she felt overwhelmed and she just couldn't keep up. So then she didn't see any progress. She wasn't making progress, she wasn't getting better.
And there's so many dance studios and I've gone to multiple different dance classes just to try out different styles out of curiosity. And even in the beginner classes, I mean, you're still starting from a pretty high level. So I just don't know where people with literally zero skills like me, where are they supposed to go? Where do they start?
Here is the thing. Dance classes are fun when you know how to dance. What does it mean to know how to dance? It's when you have the skills. In any dance class, you are being fed the dance moves. You're learning the dance moves. When you go to a salsa class, it's salsa moves. When you go to a hip hop class, it's hip hop moves. If you go to ballroom class, it's ballroom moves, and so on. When it comes to dancing in social situations, it's not the moves really that are the most important, but it's the skills. You need the moves, they're just not the most important. You have to have the skills in order to use them. And the skills give you the confidence that you look good, that you're doing everything correctly. It's a must. Yet the dance classes do not focus on building your skills. You are expected to already have them when you attend the class. And let me break down what those skills are. Specifically, what you need to feel great, to blend in with others when you're dancing at any party. First of all, we have rhythm. You have to be able to dance correctly with the music. You also have to know how to make the movements look natural on you. We don't want to be doing movements and look like we're struggling or thinking about them. That's not helpful at all, and that does not make you feel good. And that has to do with a skill that's called coordination or body control. What is coordination? It's essentially teamwork between different muscle groups to make the movement happen. Because when you're on the dance floor, you are expected to move different things at the same time, not just the feet, and everything else is stiff. You want to be able to move the feet, the hips, the torso, the arms all at once, as an example. So if you are uncoordinated, meaning it is difficult for you to move those different body parts at the same time, you will look like you're thinking, you will look uncomfortable, you will look more stiff, more rigid, because you'll be thinking about what to do and how do I put things together. But once you're coordinated, it happens naturally. So of course, yes, we learn the movements. Charlotte has plenty of dance moves she can use on the dance floor, but we focused mainly on preparing her to have the skills so she's able to do those movements correctly and she's able to do them with confidence because she knows she looks good. So rhythm and coordination are a must. And only after being equipped with those skills, Charlotte can now enjoy her social life. And not only she's able to blend in with others, which was her initial goal when we started working together, these are her experiences now.
2 weeks ago, somebody who was also a very good dancer looked at me and actually said, "Are you a professional dancer?" And I
Now
was
you're
like,
telling me this?
I know. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, just the way you move your body, you look like you might be a professional dancer. It's like, whoa.
Always remember, skills or lack of skills will always show. By the way, if the skills are your issue, if you struggle with rhythm and coordination, book a free call with me at the link below. We'll put the link below this video in the description and in the top comment so we can get you dancing and get you ready for those social events. There is one more skill that is a must when you want to be dancing at those social events. Weddings, parties, going out to a bar, to a club, work events, you name it. And this is the ability to freestyle. Remember when Charlotte was taking those dance classes, the focus was on learning the moves, right? Now, she did not have the ability to improvise. So her freestyle, when we started to work together, it looked like this. She wasn't even looking like she's dancing. It almost looks like she was doing some kind of exercise versus what she looked after we built the skills, after she was able to take any song and express herself freely to it, meaning freestyle dance, improvise. This is the difference. This is what I want you to remember. Learning just the dance moves is not learning how to freestyle. It's not learning how to dance by yourself. You're just memorizing steps. You might be asking, okay, so if it's not just the moves, then what do I need? Well, to freestyle, yes, you have to know the moves because that's what people use when we're dancing, but you also have to know how to smoothly transition between each movement on the spot without memorizing the transition ahead of time. You have to know how to create different versions of the movements on the spot so that what you're doing, it doesn't look boring. You have to respond to changes in the song. Dancing to melody should be different than dancing to the beat, so it requires different types of movements. You want to be able to adjust the energy based on the changes in the song. So for example, you're dancing in a more mellow way during the intro, but you're more energetic during the chorus, and you have to do it all by yourself on the dance floor, spontaneously, with other people watching you, without looking like you're thinking about it. People focus on learning just the moves, and then they are surprised, why can't I dance when I go out? Why can't I dance with my friends? Well, that's why. If all of those things are missing, you don't feel ready for the dance floor, and that's why you feel self-conscious. And that's why Charlotte in the past used to feel like that. Dancing was a nightmare for her. Only when equipped with those skills, you will be ready for the dance floor and you will be able to dance basically for the rest of your life. Just like my client David, who is now dancing for hours at a time with his wife, enjoying his time on the dance floor, or my client May, who was able to dance in front of hundreds of colleagues, and she even got compliments. This is, guys, just a strategy, and if you want to know how to put it to action and how to make it work for you, book a complimentary strategy session with me at a link below, and I'll walk you through the entire process, explain how everything works in your situation. If you're serious about improving your social life, building up your self-esteem, getting you ready to enjoy dancing for the rest of your life, hopefully we'll be able to work together inside my online program, Confidence Through Dance. I'm so looking forward to talking to you. So I'll put the link below in the description as well as in the pinned top comment. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you in my next video very, very soon. Bye.